Hey everyone, welcome to another tag. Yes, I love doing film tags, or any types of tags. And here we go, here is another tag video. Yes, this is the action movies tag. Yes, I was tagged by my good buddy Steph UC in the cinema, and he tagged me to answer these 15 questions about action movies. And I'm excited to do them and excited to answer all these questions. But before I answer these questions, I gotta tag some people, and I'm going to tag 3 people. The 3 people I'm going to tag for the action movies tag is Super Mario Fan 03, El Mary Production, and Rhino Tool, so I hope to see some video responses from you guys. Alright, let's get to it. Here is the action movies tag. Alright, let's start with question number 1, which is a pretty basic question. That is best action film. Best action film, I'm going to go with Die Hard. Die Hard, of course. I was going to go with a few other choices because I feel like they're better movies, but just as an action movie goes, as an action movie, Die Hard is the better movie. It has the better action sequences, interesting characters, and it's Bruce Willis saying, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker," and it's got Hans Gruber, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker." Yes, Die Hard, best action film, hands down. Alright, question 2, worst action film. There's a lot of those too, A Good Day to Die Hard is definitely one of them, but I'm gonna go with Samurai Cop. Samurai Cop, thanks to Chris Stuckman. I've never heard of this movie, but months and months ago when Chris Stuckman did a hilariosity video of Samurai Cop, I am like, I have to check this movie out. This movie looks fucking ridiculous. And it is ridiculous. It is the worst action movie I have ever seen. It's worse than Die Hard 5. It's worse than RoboCop 3. It is fucking atrocious. This has some of the worst editing, worst action scenes I've ever seen. The continuity in this movie is just embarrassing. And how misogynistic this movie is also embarrassing. This movie itself is embarrassing. Alright, question number 3, that is best action movie sequel. There's so many I could have went with. I could have went with The Dark Knight, but everyone's like, that's a superhero movie. It's a action movie too. Lord of the Rings Return of the King is also an action movie, but everyone's like, that's a fantasy movie. So, you know what, I'll just go with a straight action movie. That's Aliens. Yes, everyone's like, oh, that's a science fiction movie. But it's also a hardcore action movie. It's people, soldiers, killing fucking aliens. And it's probably the best performance you'll ever see Sigourney Weaver give in a movie. It's just an all-around amazing sequel, and it's fantastic. Alright, question 4. That is best male action star. Yes, action star. I was gonna go with Tom Cruise, because Tom Cruise is just amazing, and the way he does action scenes is awesome. He's a freaking movie star, that guy. And I could have also went with the obvious choices, like Stallone or Schwarzenegger, but I didn't go with them because, to be honest, they're not really great actors. Well, Stallone is, but Schwarzenegger not so much. So I went with my favorite actor of all time, Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford's my favorite actor, but he's also a great action movie star. He did the Indiana Jones movies, the Jack Ryan movies, The Fugitive as Richard Kimball. He's an action movie star as well. Not so much action, but he's done a lot of action. He's fucking Indiana Jones and Han Solo, so Harrison Ford all the way. Question 5 is favorite female action star. I'm gonna go with Sigourney Weaver because she did the Alien movies. That's enough said. The Alien movies are fantastic. What she did with Alien and Aliens, even Alien 3 and Alien 4, as much as they suck, Sigourney Weaver is just amazing. She's probably the best female action star ever. I could have went with Linda Hamilton, but Sigourney Weaver is just more awesome. Question 6 is most dated action movie. There's a lot of action movies that have very much dated. I even think The Running Man is a bit dated. Still a good movie, but a bit dated. But I went with Commando, another Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and a Schwarzenegger movie that I do enjoy. I have a huge guilty pleasure for this movie, but it's so dated. The writing, the bad puns, really freaking dated. Some of the action scenes, the way they choreographed some of these action scenes, extremely dated. Even the way the movie is shot, it is just a very dated movie. It's a fun, entertaining, silly movie, but very dated. Alright, question number 7 is favorite guilty pleasure action movie. Well, I usually go with Commando or Flash Gordon, but I'm gonna go with Last Action Hero. Yes, another Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Honestly, this movie gets a lot of hate for no reason. This movie was way ahead of its time. This movie's directed by John McTiernan, written by Shane Black, and it's just a very fun movie. It's funny, it's fun. It's just a great action comedy. Schwarzenegger had a lot of amazing cameos in this movie. I really love this movie. This movie was way ahead of its time. People say it's a stupid, silly action movie. It is, but it's also making fun of the stupid, silly action movies. It's just a great time. I love this movie. I'm glad there's a fan base for it. It almost got like a cult following. Definitely a great guilty pleasure. Alright, next is question 8. Question 8 is favorite action film director. Action film director, there's a lot of great ones. Joss Whedon, he's done a lot of science fiction action movies, but John McTiernan, Ridley Scott, a lot of great action film directors. I was even going to go with Gareth Evans, who did the Raid movies, but even Ang Lee, who did Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but one of the best action film directors is James Cameron. I know, say what you gotta say, because he did Avatar and stuff, but James Cameron did some of the greatest action movies ever. He created The Terminator, T2, he also did Aliens and True Lies. This is an amazing film director. How he directs his action movies is just absolutely splendid. Yes, unfortunately, he's gonna be doing Avatar movies for the rest of his fucking life, and not other Terminator movies or other original action films, but back in the day, James Cameron was the master of action. Alright, question number 9 is best action comedy. Action comedy, I went with a tie. Lethal Weapon and Beverly Hills Cop. Amazing. Lethal Weapon, best buddy cop movie you'll ever watch. Martin Riggs, played by Mel Gibson, and Murtaugh, played by Danny Glover. Shane Black's writing, Richard Donner's direction is absolutely splendid. It's such a great film. Beverly Hills Cop is also amazing. It's my favorite Eddie Murphy movie. These two movies are just amazing action movies, but also frickin' laugh out loud hysterical. Alright, coming in number 10 is Best Action Movie Franchise. Best Action Franchise, the difficulty about this one is a lot of the great action movies have sequels, but they just go way downhill, like Die Hard. I had the first 4 Die Hards, but then Die Hard 5 came along. And then the Terminator movies had the first 2, but then the rest sucked. Just a lot of them just fall flat. And again, people don't want me to include the Middle-earth franchise, like Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies, or anything superhero movies. In Star Wars, even though Star Wars has action in it, but it's more science fiction fantasy, so I just went with Indiana Jones. I love all 4 Indiana Jones movies. I know, say what you gotta say about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love all 4 films. Lethal Weapon as well, but Indiana Jones is just a personal favorite. Raiders, The Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, and yes, even Kingdom of the Crystal Skull are just all great, fun, amazing movies. Harrison Ford, Steven Spielberg, just brilliant. Next is question 11, and that is action franchise that needs to die. An action movie franchise that just needs to just die already. That is easy. That is Transformers. Transformers, the first one was stupid but fine. The sequels are just absolute abominations of filmmaking. It's an insult to the original cartoons that I did watch and that I did freaking enjoy and love. Did it rape my childhood? Did it take it away? No. I still have an appreciation for the cartoon Transformers TV show and even the animated movie, but these movies are just fucking stupid, and the way Michael Bay directed them was stupid. It was offensive, very racist, very clunky, ugly, horribly edited, horribly shot, horribly choreographed action, and just has some of the stupidest, most boringest, most famous characters you could ever put in a Transformers movie, and there's barely any Transformers in the Transformers movies. They all just need to die already. Yes, the new one's coming out next year. I could care less. Speaking of Michael Bay, question 12 is worst/best Michael Bay movie. The worst is, like I said, the Transformers sequels. Yes, Armageddon and The Island, stupid movies, but those Transformers movies just need to die already. Like I said in the last question, the best Michael Bay movie is The Rock. Yes, 13 Hours was good this year, but The Rock is definitely the best. Come on, winners go home and fuck the prom queen. Yes, Sean Connery, Michael Biehn, Nicolas Cage, Ed Harris. It's just a fun, stupid movie, but it's actually a fun, stupid movie that just works. Next is question 13, and that is the most watched action movie. Yes, an action movie that I have watched the most. That is easy. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones is one of my favorite movie characters of all time. Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of my favorite movies of all time, so of course I've watched it the most. Empire Strikes Back would be up there, but again, I can't include Star Wars, so Raiders of the Lost Ark. Alright, question 14, and that is favorite action movie character. Favorite action movie character, I could have went with a lot of great ones. Riggs, Murtaugh, John McClane and stuff. The T-800, a lot of great characters, but obviously, Indiana Jones. I've brought up Indiana Jones a little too much during this video, but it's Harrison Ford. It's Indiana Jones. He was always my hero as a kid, and he's still my hero now as a grown adult. I freaking love Indiana Jones. Last question, question 15, is best and worst Die Hard ripoffs. Yes, Die Hard is an amazing movie, an amazing franchise, except for the fifth one, but there was a lot of great action movies, a lot of bad action movies that basically almost ripped off Die Hard. They ripped off the Die Hard premise, the standalone cop against this terrorist and stuff. It's just him against the terrorist, saving the world, or saving the city, or just saving a group of people and stuff. A lot of movies did that throughout the 90s and stuff, even the late 80s and early 2000s. There was a lot of great movies, a lot of bad movies. The best ones of the Die Hard ripoffs is Speed and Air Force One. Speed is Die Hard on a bus. Air Force One is Die Hard on a plane. Yes, get off my plane. Harrison Ford again, yes. I have to break him up a bajillion times in this video, but who cares? It's fucking Harrison Ford. Yeah, those are probably the best Die Hard ripoffs. Worst, I'd go with the movie Sudden Death. Sudden Death has Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yes, I know a lot of people love Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yes, people love him in like a Double Impact or Double Team or whatever. Death Warrant and Bloodsport. Fucking hate those movies. Time Cop is one of the worst Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. I am not a Van Damme fan. This movie, Sudden Death, is probably one of his worst movies. It's a shitty Die Hard ripoff movie. It's Die Hard in a sports stadium. Yes, that's what it is. It's a stupid, silly action movie. It has Jean-Claude Van Damme punching a penguin. Yes, a guy dressed in a penguin fights Jean-Claude Van Damme in this movie. Some people might find this movie silly, funny, and a guilty pleasure. That's fine. I certainly do not. Yes, Air Force One and Speed, the best Die Hard ripoff movies. They're such great films. Sudden Death, not so much. So yeah, that was my action movies take. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. And also in the comment section below, please tell me what are your answers to all 15 of these questions. Comment below, let me know. I'd love to know your answers to all these questions. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.